Welcome to Motherhood from the Brain, a podcast guiding moms of preteen girls on how to navigate emotional challenges that are not addressed in school. We share real stories, expert advice, and brain-based methods for handling tough moments. Discover insights to create a deeper connection with your preteen and improve your motherhood journey. Let's tackle the uncharted territory of parenting together. Hosted by professional certified coach, Esther Babazi.
Before we begin, I want to share a brief disclaimer. I am not a psychiatrist, psychologist, or any other licensed mental health professional. On this podcast, Motherhood and the Brain, I share what has personally helped me improve my mental and emotional well-being. My hope is that by sharing my experiences, I might help even one mother out there who is struggling. Hello there, friend. Welcome back to Motherhood and the Brain podcast, episode number 43. My name is Esther Babazi. If you ever found yourself feeling angry with your child, only to be hit with that wave of guilt afterward, you're definitely not alone. It's something many of us struggle with. We want to be calm, patient, and understanding, but in the heat of the moment, it can feel like everything is unraveling. It can leave you wondering, why do I react this way? Why can't I just handle this better? I understand she's just a child. But what if I told you that the way you're feeling is just a signal? That your anger is actually telling you something important. And you can learn to navigate those tough moments with more grace and self-awareness. Today, we are going to dig deeper into what's really going on behind those moments of frustration and how you can start shifting the way you respond to your emotions so that you are no longer controlled by them. So if you're ready to understand what's really driving your reactions and finally get to a place where you feel calm and confident in your motherhood journey, let's dive in. Anger is never the first thing that happens. It's just the result of what has been building underneath. And often, what's fueling that anger is something deeper. The thoughts you're having, often without even realizing it. But there's more to it than that. As mothers or women, we are often expected to be nurturers, the patient ones who always know how to handle things with grace. Society teaches us that being a good mom, quote, good mom, unquote, means being calm, patient, understanding, and always keeping it together. We are supposed to be the ones who create a safe, peaceful home for our kids. So it's no wonder when we feel anger rising inside of us, especially when we know we want to do better. It can be easy to feel like you have failed. The guilt sets in, you beat yourself up for not living up to the ideal of motherhood you've been taught to strive for. But here's the truth. Feeling anger does not make you a bad mother. It makes you human. Anger is a natural emotion, and it's often a signal that something inside needs attention. It's what we do with the anger that makes the difference. Our brains are designed to respond in certain ways, especially in moments of stress. Many of us are running on a mix of unconscious programming from our childhood, past experiences, and everyday stresses that life throws at us. This unconscious programming, while meant to keep us safe, can sometimes kick in when we least expect it, triggering automatic reactions like anger without even realizing what's going on. Imagine your anger like a pot of water boiling on the stove. The heat under the pot is your brain running on autopilot. Those unconscious thoughts and beliefs and reactions you might not even be aware of are bubbling away. turning up the heat on the pot, on the stove. For example, when your child doesn't listen for what seems like the 10th time, your brain might automatically jump to, she's ignoring me on purpose. I'm not being heard. When your child leaves their stuff everywhere, your brain might say, I'm doing all the work here. No one is helping. I'm the only one who cares around here. When she messes up again and again, your brain might whisper something like, I'm a failing mother. Why can't I get this right? I go to so-and-so's house and everything is put together. Something must be wrong with me. These automatic thoughts are like turning up the heat under the pot. If we are not aware of them, we don't even notice the water starting to get hotter. Before you know it, you are at full boil, and that's when the anger spills out. The tricky part is, these unconscious thoughts are running in the background of your brain. They are often shaped by things you experienced as a child or what you have learned over the years. They are ingrained patterns, and while they are protective at some times, they can also create unnecessary stress and frustration. But here is the breakthrough moment. If you don't stop to notice what's happening in your brain, you miss the chance to turn down the heat. It's not the messy house, the arguing child, or the endless demands that are directly causing the anger. It's the automatic thoughts and beliefs you have about those things. This is where change starts. When you pause to notice your thoughts, using a thought download, you are stepping out of autopilot. You get to ask yourself simple, curious questions like, what am I thinking right now that is making me feel overwhelmed? Am I expecting something from my kids that they aren't capable of yet? What am I making the situation mean about me as a mother? When you start noticing these thoughts, you're breaking free from the unconscious programming and creating space to respond differently. You are creating space to respond from the place of the mother that you want to be. It's like lifting the lid off the pot and letting the steam out. Instead of reacting, you're taking a step back, seeing where the anger is coming from, and making a conscious choice to handle it differently. The best part is you get to decide what to do with those thoughts. You might realize, maybe she's not ignoring me on purpose. Maybe she's tired from being 6 hours at school. Maybe she needs some time by herself to reset. Or maybe you could notice something like, maybe I'm feeling like I'm failing, but what if this is just a normal part of motherhood? Curiosity creates that space to respond instead of reacting. And in that space of responding, you start to rewrite those automatic, unconscious patterns that have been running the show. It's not about perfection. It's about becoming more aware of your thoughts, giving yourself grace, moving forward with understanding and connection to become the mother that you truly want to become. In the episode description, I will include the podcast episodes that have to do with what a thought download is. Briefly, a thought download is a tool that we use to become aware of our thoughts. Thank you so much for listening today. Have a beautiful week, everyone. Be kind to yourself. Talk to you again next week. Bye for now. What if you could feel in control of your reactions, even when your preteen is pushing all your buttons? I know it's tough, but I would love to help. That's why I created the yell-less formula. If you want to stop or at least reduce yelling and really build that connection that you want with your child, I would be honored to work with you. Just head over to www.masteryourownwellbeing.com/coaching to grab a spot for a complimentary call to get a feel of what coaching is and how coaching works. Coaching will help you manage your reactions. www.masteryourownwellbeing.com/coaching. See you there. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. Your time means the world to us. If you found this episode valuable, we would be immensely grateful if you could spare a moment to visit Apple Podcasts and share your thoughts through a review. Your feedback plays a vital role in helping fellow moms discover our podcast and enrich their own motherhood experiences. Take care and bye for now.